Alright, what's good everybody? Shellz back here, Football Managers. This is episode 2 of season 3. And we've got a big test today, back against Liverpool here in the league. 2 points ahead of us after 5 games. It is a tight game. It's an interesting season already. Like, it is setting up to be, I think, the season where we can compete. I'm hoping. We've had just one blip so far, but we'll hope that's just, just part of parcel of the system. So we showed you guys the Everton game previously. We won 4-1. We looked fantastic. Then, unfortunately, we went to City. And to be fair, we were in this game. It was close. And then, well, I'll show you the second goal and you can kind of see for yourself. The heads just fell. And ultimately, that was where the performance fell off for us. So, a little disappointing to that. As I press watch. Come on. Having a bit of issues here, obviously. Football Manager not quite ready yet. It was a disappointing goal to concede. It was an own goal from De Gea. You'll see what happened. The first goal, yeah, fair play. We were still in the game. I felt like we could still get back into it. Here's the Laporte finish. It was a really poor. I mean, the ball to bounce in the box is just terrible. Here's the second goal. This is the goal that was just the one that we downed tools on. Seemingly, it's a nothing chance, and De Gea to put that in the net was just filthy, really. And then the 80th minute, we went for it to try and get back in the game, and eventually we just kind of left too much space. And I felt 3-0 was a little bit harsh, but I did suppose we did go for the game, and ultimately when we went for the game, we probably left space behind, and that was ultimately what they did pretty well with. We got back on track with a 3-1 victory against Sheffield United. A good game here from us. Dusan Vlahovic picking up 2 goals, and Anthony Martial picking up the 3rd from the penalty spot. I thought it was a pretty good performance. Again, I feel like the team is starting to go somewhere. I made a few tweaks of the tactic, which is good to see. So I'm hoping that'll be the key for us. But Vlahovic there opening up the 8th minute. I did kind of play a reserve side kind of in this game. So the idea was to try and get some guys up to match fitness. But a really poor mistake there as Lynn Massey just gets clean through the back, and really question mark has to be asked what my defense was thinking there. But Martial, thankfully, in the 76th minute makes it 2-1. And then we kill the game off here. Anthony Martial finds Dusan Vlahovic, who, lovely job here, sticks in the back of the net. That's what he's paid to do. Put the ball in the back. And he does just that. Nice victory there. We pretty much a dominant team, I felt, all game. But, Sheffield did give it a good go. So I have to give them respect for that. Certainly wasn't as easy as I was expecting, or as a score I may have suggested. Chelsea game. This was a tight one. It was definitely a game where I just couldn't really get on top of them. I mean, they have a cracking side, let's not be honest here. I think a point was probably warranted by both sides, but, maybe we could have done things a bit differently. I think getting dominated at home possession-wise is something that needs to be looked at. Who is Chelsea's manager again? Because I feel like that might help, Frank Lampard. Interesting. I did not think it was Lampard. They really control possession very well, so I have to give them a lot of credit for that, and that was definitely something I didn't expect. Maybe something I should have adapted to, but yeah, maybe I should be a little bit more prepared for that. Then we played Huddersfield in the league, just the 1-0. I was a little disappointed in this game. This is the game I was the most disappointed watching, because I felt like we deserved more. But look at the formation. I mean, they have what? That's a 6 at the back. I mean, it's absolutely disgusting, to be honest. Rashford's penalty in the 21st minute. Like, we just talk about this. 3 centre-backs, 2 full-backs, a defensive mid who's playing, what is that, CWB? I don't even know what that even is. They're playing 3 in midfield. There's 9 players, not including the goalkeeper. That's 10 players behind the ball. Like, feck all. I hope you get relegated, Huddersfield. That is a disgusting formation to come with. Absolutely disgusted with it, to be honest. It causes problems, though, I really have to say. But again, I didn't really play the first team. It was pretty much the second side. But we should have done better against them, to be fair. And then we went and played Inter Milan. This was a very good game. Little bit too close for comfort, though. Inter were the better side, I have to say that. But we did get a point out of this one. This is definitely the game I'm looking at and thinking, if you offered me a point in, I would have taken it, because it is a point away from home. We did concede an early goal. Correa with the cross in here for Lukaku. Oh my God, why do we have to concede to him? But we fought through it. We kept fighting. We kept pushing. Wan-Bissaka with a brilliant break here and a fantastic goal to get past Handanovic, and that was an absolute beauty. I'd take that point and run. That was actually it was Radu in goal. I'd take that point and run. They're probably the better side. But, you know, at the end of the day, they didn't score 2 goals. So happy days. So that's how things are going. The other team in the Champions League pool is Celtic and Genk. So kind of, there's a clear class system in this between the two of us. I think us and Inter Milan are in a different league, and then you got Celtic and Genk who will probably fight it out for the Europa League spots. So I'm interested to see how that goes. We'll have to see. That's something to keep an eye on. But yeah, let's get into the business of action of today. And then I've actually started a day before. But we're right in the Liverpool game. But yeah, Liverpool here. This is the real test for me. I think this is the one game where if we're good here, we're good against, I think we'll be good for the rest of the season. Liverpool have won the past 2 in a row, so we know they're good. They are a top quality. Oh wow, they disagreed with that. Why did they disagree with that? What if the tactical was way too attacking? I don't think that was too bad at all. Handed over to Reed Van Nistelrooy. I have gone maybe the 4-2-3-1's a little bit attacking for this type of thing, but I do want to give it a try for the first 10, 20, 30 minutes, and we'll see how that reacts in it. Apologies for this, guys. I did think I was a little bit through here, but I am much happier with the transfers now. I've kind of like had time to think about it. Obviously, it's disappointing not to get Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, but hey, that is the game. That's real life, really. You try to sign someone, and the medical doesn't go through. And I think in the NFL that happened. I think Michael Brocker signed with the Ravens, and then he ended up failing the medical and signed back with the Rams. So it happens in real life. So we just got to move on. We've made our decision. We've gone with Yuri Tielemans, and I hope Tielemans is the answer, because we do need him to turn up. But anyway, guys, apologies for this. Again, I should have gotten through this. I don't know why I feel like I'm kind of streaming this to you guys rather than kind of talking through. I do have a lot of leagues loaded as well, which is maybe a bit of a mistake. But anyway, here we go. Anyway, so as you see, League Cup coming up next as well. That's a tight. That's going to be an important game. We haven't won a League Cup yet, so I'm a little bit disappointed in that. But hey, look, YOLO, we'll get through it. This is the side I'm going to rock with today. I'm feeling confident this is our best 11. I do want to see how this 4-2-3-1 works. I'm going to play a bit of a cautious mentality. I've been kind of messing around with these kind of things, trying to see if they'll potentially cause us any difference. Kind of just hoping he'll do better. I thought my attacking width might have been a bit too in, or a little too narrow, so I'm hoping that will be the key change today in this one, and trying to get the ball, early crosses. I think we've kind of gone away from the crossing meta we had in season 1. Anyway, Liverpool bought Harry Kane, which is probably the most interesting buy of the season, to be fair. So and they got him for a very good deal. If I knew he was available for 96 million, I would have put it on aggressive. Didn't like that. Hoping they get a little bit more fired up for the game against Liverpool, of course, seemingly the game that everyone in Manchester wants to win. But here we go. Liverpool in the league. We're going to try this approach for about 20-30 minutes, and then I'm going to make a quick decision and see should we stick with it. But Longmore banks in. It's Senguis under. He's got to control that. Oh, he's offside though, isn't he? Yeah, he is. That's poor. But again, chance opening there. Would have been nice. Interesting playing Harry Kane on the left. I think that's an absolute waste. I'd have played him up front. I would have moved Martial back if I bought him, but I've already kind of spent the kitty, so can't really do that. And I did ask the Glazers to sign Sancho as well, but they said no. So yeah, I have to deal with what we got. Odriozola, he's a bit of a danger man. Great block by Shaw, but it falls perfectly for Odriozola on the rebound there. And De Gea was probably beaten there if it wasn't for his near post coming to the rescue with that one. Thankfully going the wrong side of the post and not the goal side of the post, as you'd say. Twin CB. Back to De Gea. I never like when these things go back like this. This is not the side I want to play. I want the ball to be a bit quicker. They're a bit too slow, I feel like, this past season. Senguis. Look inside for Bruno. Looks inside for Bruno Fernandes. Bruno! Get in! Get in, my son! Boom! We open the scoring. Bruno Fernandes. I think that's pretty much the call to say the 4-2-3-1 might be the formation to go with. What a brilliant bit of work here. It was Senguis under with the ability. He gets through. The pass was on. We saw the pass. We all saw the pass. And Becker does get a touch to it, in fairness, but doesn't do enough to keep it out of the net. And Bruno Fernandes, brilliant finish here. That's the goal we needed. We needed to see that. has a brilliant start to this one. 20 minutes into it, I'm going to push Bruno Fernandes straight back into the midfield. I just want to control the game a little bit more. You know, it might be a bit of a negative tactic, but hey, we'll see what goes. If it doesn't, look, if Liverpool get back into this 1-1, I'll immediately put them back up. But I do want to have that kind of just strengthen midfield. Just, if we can dominate the midfield, we can dominate the game. They do have possession a bit, so I think that might help a little bit. I'm not really sure, but we'll see. Oh, I forgot position instructions. I keep forgetting this. Yeah, I'm a bit lazy when it comes to that, but we did get it done. Odriozola is a danger, but here comes Mo Salah with the corner, and we know Liverpool are dangerous from these. Firmino, or pardon me, not Firmino, is Ramos with the header, not Sergio Ramos. Or Ramos, the Portuguese wonder kid, with the header, and thankfully over the bar. We'll take that every day on twice on Sunday. But here we go, 5 minutes before halftime. This is the key period where we've just gotta survive. But it is our corner, Sanguis, lovely corner, good whip on that. Finds to bite out. Bruno Fernandes, it's 2-0. Get in, my son, get in. Lovely finish, Bruno Fernandes. What a finish! 2 goals in this one, and I think this one is all wrapped up now. 2-0 against Liverpool at home. I would have taken a draw if you'd offered it to me. To bite out with just has to be one of the best. I mean, that is just next level thinking from him. There's a reason why we bought him. There's a reason why we paid the big bucks for him. And Bruno Fernandes having an absolute ball of a session. I'm going to tell them not to get 2 things. You might be winning with awkward changes, performance level drops. Exactly. Get them up, motivated, give them a kick in the ass, make them think it's 0-0 at halftime, and they're still all to play for. So that's kind of how I'm looking at this the second half. But a third goal, that would be everything. Lucas Digne, cross it in, my son. Looks back post, finds Seguis under. Just can't quite get that under the bar there. Cheeky little pun there. That would have been brilliant right after half time to send it off the hedges. Oh, I should have told the boot. I wish I could just, you know, wish it's like FIFA where you could just take control and tell the guy to bang it up the field as hard as you can. But I think Football Manager really is it. You know, you've just gotta watch your players to hard attack and all. Goes for a foul. This is a VAR decision. Does Salah have a yellow card? Does he? No, he doesn't. I thought he did for a split second there, hoping he might be going for an early shower. You know, that would have been delightful. But here we go. 50 minutes gone. Now start thinking about the substitutions we make. You know, do we try to go to a back 5 maybe? Some things like that. Maybe do we add an extra midfielder on? I am tempted by that idea. I think that might be the best move for us to do, but I think I might wait about the 70-minute mark to think about that. But Odriozola seems to have the keys to Old Trafford. Here comes Harry Kane. I'm more than happy for Harry Kane to play left mid, by the way. I think that's, you know... Oh, jeez, here we go. Gonzalo Ramos has scored. Is it a VAR offside? No, it is not. Yeah, poor. Well, so look, Ruben Neves to Robertson. He was unmarked. Really poor unmarked there. I can't tell if that was Bruno Fernandes or Axel Tuanzebe at fault there, but might be time to whip out the bus, you know, Jose Mourinho style. Park it up. Call it a night, you know. And I think we are going to do that. We're going to go to 5 at the back. We need to win this game. This is a huge game to win. We're going to go with Josip Guardiola. And we are going to... I'm going to take off... Yeah, Thomas Lamar's been a stinker, mate. Sorry, mate, but you got to come off. You're having an absolute... You're having a howler. And we're going to go play the ball. Defender back, defense. You have too many. I do want to just cover. And then I look about the ones. I'm happy with that. That should cover us. Actually, you know what? I'm going to flip these around. Who did I want him on? That's a little better. I do like he can lazy left-footed, right-footed. Doesn't really matter what foot you are in the center. What else do we have on the bench? We do have Sandro Tonali. I will probably bring Sandro Tonali on in like 5 minutes just to kind of give us a bit more control at the back. As we bring on Josip Guardiola for Thomas Lemar. A good substitution to make. We're going to bring on Tonali now just to rile them up a bit more, you know. This is not the way I want to play the game, but I feel like we need to be a little bit more. I'm going to play him as a defensive mid. I'm just going to play him to defend. I don't need him to do anything. Just don't even go past halfway line. So your job is just to defend here. Martial up top in his own. Look, if Martial can get a cheeky away goal, we'll do that. Make the final substitution of the day. Who will we bring on? Do we want Angel Gomez to play more of like a cam role? You know what? We're going to do that. Interesting tactics, but, you know, they're effective. Pissing off Liverpool. Who cares, really, you know? I think we're pissing them off more than the coronavirus this stage, the way things are going. But Divock Origi on for Roberto Firmino, Harry Kane now up top. So this is where things get a little bit dangerous. But Mo Salah with the cross in. That's a good cross. For a split second there, I thought it was going to go to VAR. But Digne is on the play. Continue look. Digne, go run yourself, son. You do have the cover of the back five. Just waste time now. Oh, it was poor Bruno Fernandes. Maybe a hat-trick on for him. Looks out for Digne. Go on, Luca. Luca Dean. Guardiola, lovely bit of play. Finds Bruno. Bruno finds Tonali. Not where I want you, Tonali, but you're doing a good job. Digne. This is probably where we want Martial in the box. To Sabi, or pardon me, Tillemans. Jeez. Terrible mistake for me. But now, are we exposed at the back? Is that Tonali? Oh, brilliant work, Tonali. That's why you put him in that midfield role. I probably should play a diamond side, actually, maybe with the way things are looking. Over the top, Angel Gomez. Gomez! Oh! Fine save from Alisson Becker. I have to give that credit. This is some game. Absolutely fantastic. Bruno Fernandes to whip it in. I don't know. Would have. It's poor. Really poor here. 7 minutes to hold on here. I mean, this is where we see what we're made of. We're 3-2 on chances. So that's kind of shown us being. Fabinho's gone to right back. I mean, he hasn't played right back in probably 10 years, has he? Anyway, here we go. We're to stoppage time, ref. Blow it up, blow it up, blow it up. Get in there. What a win. Huge win for the team. What a game, though. Very evenly matched. 3 chances to 2. It could have gone either way. I was probably a little bit defensive, but hey, look, you know, at the end of the day, we're ahead of Liverpool. That's all that matters to me. Great job, lads. Love that. Search, well done, lads. That's a good win for us. Get the morale up. Get them feeling like they're $1 million. But yeah, that was a fantastic win. Klopp troubled. Oh, I feel distraught. Poor Klopp. Poor Klopp. But anyway, that does wrap up the episode today. As you see, the league, we played the early kickoff. I'm going to just quickly sim ahead for you guys so you guys can see what happens. The rest of the fixtures for the day. So that is a huge win for us. Really just key to get that the type of win out of the way, and hopefully now we can use that, because Tottenham next week's a tricky game. I mean, I know they've lost Harry Kane. I think Daddy Ali went to City as well, but they're still a dangerous side, so we are going to have to react to that. So, you know, look, I'm happy with how things are going. That was definitely the first litmus test of the season. I know City, you could argue City was a litmus test, but it did show a little bit. But you know, so we fall into third now. So obviously Chelsea are a point ahead of us. We did draw with them, unfortunately. We didn't beat them. We probably were a little bit prepared for that game, but you know, look, we're doing well. Southampton potentially go ahead of us, but other than that, I mean, Arsenal are off to a cracking start. Interesting enough. Let's look at the Arsenal team real quick. I want to have a look who they've got. Tierney, Mina, Saliba, Hector, Raul, Vidal, Pepe. Not too far off what they have now, but Playhouse manager, interestingly enough. So we'll have to see what happens with that one. But yeah, next episode, where will we come back? That is the real question for you guys. Obviously, I think probably the best thing to come back for will probably be for the Genk game, or potentially the EFL Cup round 4. I will play it by ear, guys. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode today. I really enjoyed that game. It was just an absolute fantastic one to watch. I hope you guys enjoy. I feel like this could be our season. I feel like we can win something this season. If we don't win the league, I think we can win in Europe, Champions League or Europa League, hopefully. But guess I'll have to see how things go. We'll get a little early in the season to make these predictions, but let's go, lads. Let's get into this. Really enjoyed that. Hope you guys did well. Our episode's coming tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Peace out.